Gaming on Ethereum is dead. That's right, I said it. There's not a lot of room there for getting games that are going to scale, but with a combination of layer 1 Ethereum and layer 2 solutions, we could see a revival of some of these really big NFT ecosystems that are on Ethereum trying to make great games. Today I'm going to show you one that is pushing the boundaries there, that a lot of people have been waiting for their very first drop, and now it's coming. I'm going to give you all the details. Are you ready? Well, hey there, crypto friends. Thanks again for joining me. So when it comes down to Ethereum and creating a game on layer 1, it's been incredibly difficult. You know, we saw a lot of projects come and go because they put all their eggs in the Ethereum, mainnet launch of a game, and it just hasn't worked out. Now we've seen a lot of layer 2 solutions pop up, things like Polygon, Immutable X, that have helped to alleviate that, right? But that really means that we're not really pushing much to Ethereum or through the Ethereum network when it comes to NFTs and gaming. Now, I think a solution here is that we're doing something that is kind of a combination of both, right? Using some of the security of Ethereum, but with a second layer a scaling solution like Polygon to push high throughput transactions for a game. So today we're going to talk about a game called UFO Gaming. This is a whole ecosystem, and their very first NFT drop that is going to support this. It is on Ethereum. It'll be Ethereum-based NFTs, but they're going to be incorporating the elements of Polygon for their metaverse. But before we jump into all of that, if you love gaming, you love NFTs, and earning money in crypto, then make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel here and smash that like button if you like what you see. And then jump in our community of Stachers on Discord. It's where we talk about everything NFTs, gaming, the metaverse, all that stuff. Would love to have you there hanging out with us and talking. So let's talk a little bit about UFO Gaming and what it is all about. So this is a decentralized gaming and metaverse ecosystem. And so we've heard a lot of this pop up. A lot of people talking about we're making a metaverse. It's a metaverse. It's a metaverse. But a lot of these things don't necessarily qualify for a metaverse, right? People just are throwing that term around and very loosely. But the fact of the matter is that UFO Gaming is not one of them. So they're coming with their very first NFT drop, which is going to be the UFOGEES, right? This is their UFOGEES. And so this is going to be a part of their entire metaverse. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what the metaverse is that they have, that they're building here and how it works. But the UFOGEES are their very first NFT drop ever for this game. And this has been, UFO Gaming has really been hyped up here. We've seen a lot of really great gameplay footage for their very first game called Super Galactic. But this is the very first NFT drop. And so these UFOGEES are going to be 10K of them on Ethereum, and they're going to give you passive income. Passive income in the form of UFO and also in plasma tokens when you stake your NFTs here. Now, we don't necessarily know exactly what plasma tokens are going to do, but UFO has been already on the market for some time right now, and holding one of these NFTs is going to be a great way to be able to get that. So that is one really great thing about the UFOGEES drop that's happening. We don't have a drop date for these NFTs just yet. So you're going to have to be very conscious in watching them, jump in their Discord and watch their socials to know when they're going to actually drop. But another utility they have here is you're going to actually be able to use these UFOG NFTs to breed and make new NFTs that you could then sell for profit. So there's going to be a whole breeding mechanic here as well. And you can see they're pretty cool. They're kind of like a 3D looking alien with a bunch of different traits, but they look high quality, right? And these are going to be in-game assets, right? So they're not going to just be, a little 3D guy that you can't do anything with. There is going to be utility here for these guys. So these NFTs are going to be used, like I said, in their very first game called Super Galactic. We've seen some previews of it here. And this is the first game that is coming to what they call their dark metaverse, right? And this is essentially a string of different games, different experiences, social interaction, not just a game that is, one game, right? This is a bunch of games, a bunch of things together, a bunch of experiences all together, right? So you'll be able to access also the UFOGEES land with this NFT. So that's kind of like the social element of their metaverse that they're building here as well. And then the other thing, a cool thing about this is all NFT holders of these UFOGEES are actually going to be entered into a massive raffle that they're having where they're giving away some really big prizes. So they have a Tesla Model S that is up for grabs, as well as Alienware PCs and some physical UFOGEES NFTs. So you get like a little physical guy. So there's some really cool benefits to jumping in on this, very first drop from UFO. And when it comes to the rest of their ecosystem and what they're kind of doing, this is kind of the very first step here. But very similar to what we've seen with some other metaverses, having different planets, different areas that are specifically meant for different types of games, different types of experiences, all being interconnected, right? And that's really truly what the metaverse is all about. That's what we want. We need that interconnectivity. And so I think that UFO Gaming is moving towards that. And like we said before, these are the NFTs are going to be on Ethereum, but they've talked about how they're going to be using Polygon elements to connect everything when it comes down to the gameplay in things like Super Galactic or in their dark metaverse or other transactions that are happening while you're inside of all the different games. So the one thing I would say though about UFO and UFO gaming is that the UFO token itself has a massive supply. It's over 25 trillion in supply. That is not necessarily a red flag to me. It just means that maybe they have a plan here of why they want to have such a large amount of tokens as a supply. When you're talking about an entire metaverse and this token being used a lot, there may be a reason for that, and I think that kind of is the direction that we're going. But it is a massive supply, something you definitely want to take in consideration when it comes to this token, because we're going to be getting some passive income from the UFOGEES NFTs, so that's another thing to take in consideration there. You may be getting a pretty good allocation of those tokens, seeing that the supply is very big too. Now they just did get listed on KuCoin, which is nice, so you can go and buy and sell UFO on KuCoin, and there has been a rumor that they're going to be listed on Binance here pretty soon. Now that's not confirmed, but that's what's been sprinkled around Discord and other areas, that they might be getting listed on Binance soon with that new token. So all these things add up to me as being a really good start to their metaverse and to what they're trying to do here with the community. They have a very strong community as well, so that's a pretty good indicator to me that these NFTs are going to continue to be something that people desire. And the fact that you're getting passive income makes it all much sweeter. You can do things like breeding, and it's going to have utility inside their games and metaverse. Just those three things alone are kind of ticking every one of my boxes of like, hey, these things are going to not just be a PFP avatar, right? It's not going to be something you're just going to have, stuck inside of a wallet and not do anything with. You're actually going to be able to use these inside the game and earn passive income. So let me know if you've already jumped into UFO gaming, if this is an ecosystem that you're familiar with, if you've heard about it, if you're bullish on them, if you're going to be jumping in that UFOGEES first NFT drop that is coming soon. I want to hear what you have to say in the comments below. But that's all we have for today, folks. Until next time, stash that crypto, friends.